So in this video, I want to talk about the person's comment again when I needed it. Um, where she said, "Keep going, keep fighting. I'm not crazy." But part of how this was supposed to look was like I was a crazy person. I would have been arguing in every video that this couldn't have happened when I was born. It couldn't have happened in the 80s. It wasn't around. But when you find legitimate proof, which is the article that I am doing a video about in a website called phys.org that was linked in someone's x.com post. The article is dated February 18th, 2028, and it's called Pentagon Report Investigated Lasers That Put Voices in Your Head, and the report was from 1998. It goes to show that I I'm not crazy. I know this didn't happen to me when I was like a little girl. I know a lot of the things that they were doing to make me look crazy did work in some ways. I mean, if people didn't know this was possible and I'm saying all of this on the internet, they're like, you're because I have like I think 2,400 or more videos. You're all over the internet. Could you imagine me being all over the internet, making all of this up? I wouldn't even know this stuff which is part of what I'm saying. Like, I did not know any of this. And this wasn't actually happening in the way that it is now until about 2016. They keep trying to change the date. Definitely 2016. And the reason why they keep trying to change the date to an earlier date is to take it off the whole 2016 time frame, take it out of that time frame. But I told you in 2016, I thought it was my phone. And then by 2019, and it's out loud all over my apartment. I can't shut it off. It's still out loud all over my apartment and I can't shut it off. That's when they kept trying to confuse me. So again, anything that I can find that sets a time frame and takes it from the time frame they want to put it into the right time frame, I'm happy to find. But you can tell that I if I had been all over the internet saying all of these things and I couldn't find a time frame, I would look crazy. And that was part of this. This was to make me look crazy. But it's not just me looking crazy, it's other victims looking crazy because that was how I think this was supposed to work. And I'll put the link to the article and the person's post so that you guys can see it was meant to make you look mentally ill. So part of proving that this is happening to make people mentally ill is proving that it was meant to do that. It was never meant to make you not look mentally ill. A big deal about that, which I want to talk about, is that when they talk about how you could use this for something else, but if it causes mental illness and seizures and memory loss, why would you use it? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's like saying to someone, you know, this causes all of these horrible things, but it may have one beneficial thing. Well, who would use it? No one would use it. So when they're saying that this was an accident, it wasn't. They knew. The report from 1998 lists all the terrible things that happened if this technology got out and is used. So they knew it. So when they use this on me, they keep saying they don't know how I survived. I'm like, they said, it's amazing that I survived all this. Yeah, but I have like 2,400 crazy videos online. So I really didn't survive it. The other thing is that they thought my personality assessment would be to act, I guess what the way they thought I would respond with this is to hide it and act like it wasn't happening. How could you even act like something like this isn't happening? You can't. I mean, like, part of that to me is their personality assessment, where they thought as a victim, I would be filled with so much shame that even telling you the stupid stories, clearly I never threatened to cut anyone's hair on the bus. If I had done that, that would have been the story. The story wouldn't have been their version of the story. That's my point. Like, something in them doesn't, someone said exactly, like something in them doesn't want to accept the reality that reality is reality. If I had been a crazy person making up lies, spreading gossip, being a troublemaker, that would have been the story. The story wouldn't be this. Wouldn't that have been enough? Like, could you imagine? Like, wouldn't it be enough that I'm just a troublemaker? You wouldn't have to try to put voices in my head to make me look crazy. Like, that would have been the story. That would have been enough. The other thing that would have been enough was the harassment. But to make it even worse, they said they must have me do something like cause a confrontation because this whole process looks bad for them. Yeah, that's the point. The point is now they accept the fact, which is what I've been saying, that maybe I was getting sick from this and that this made the sickness worse. And the symptoms that I'm now having from this are worse than the harassment on top of it. But I think the harassment on top of the symptoms makes it even worse. So, meaning on top of the illness, the microwave hearing caused, being 50 caused,